Okay. Let's see. Let's get the ball rolling. Right. Good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are on the World Wide Web. All right. This is the first edition and hopefully one of many more of Raw Talk. So basically, for all you that been, you've seen the post and everything, wonder what's going on, I did say. But anyway, in this, we'll be reviewing all things independent soul, etc., etc. So, okay. So the following lineup is this. Within the first hour, 45 minutes, we will be reviewing current tracks that have come out over the last week or two. And we'll be critiquing them in our own imitable way. And that should be lively and heated. After that, I'm gonna get Mr. Arsenio Hall, aka T Smooth, who is our live events correspondent. Anyway, he went down to the Pizza Express yesterday down in Holborn. Tanqueray Hayward was down there, so I will ask him to give a little 10-15 minute review of what went down and how was the show, etc., etc. After that, we're going to talk about some tech news and basically some news regarding tuning and all us internet radio stations and how it will affect us and what we do next, etc., etc. Because it seems like something's going on. And then last but not least, I'll ask the DJs then what's their favorite current album, track, etc., etc. And then, what times they're on, what stations they're on, etc., etc. Well, the most of them are. There's one surprise, but the most of them are on Raw. Anyway, so let me bring in the first one, and ladies first. So I will bring in Miss Triple C. Yes, good evening. Anyway, so how are you?
I'm okay. I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm not too bad, not too bad. I have to confess, this has put more grey hairs on me than for unnecessary reasons.
Oh, well, hopefully I won't get any more. But
no, it's cool. For me, I'm going to tell everybody now. This is it's supposed to be a fun and a joke thing. Don't take it too serious. Don't be too serious. It's just an idea what some of us on the station had, and we're just putting it out there and see if it works. It may not work. It may be the boom, or it may flop like a stone. But we'll see. We'll see.
Well, you never know until you try.
Exactly. Not unventured, etc., etc. So anyway, up next, a fine DJ. Shame about his taste in teams, but a fine DJ. I had to drop that in. He's gonna pay. Anyway, let me bring up Mr. Ryder. So I couldn't help it, so I'm so sorry.
That's a good way to start the night, isn't it?
Yes, I beg your pardon.
Yeah. Good
anyway, sir, how are you?
How you doing, Triple C?
I'm okay. How you're missing something.
What, my glasses?
You know what? See there?
I am, innit? Yeah.
Go. You want me to take you off? You can go get them and come back. I can do that, not a problem.
It's all right. The light's over there today. It's not.
All right, fair enough. It's there. The option's there if you want.
I thought it was a style and fashion thing.
No, to be honest, I've got a massive ring light. It's like a 30-inch ring light, and it's normally, depending on when I'm doing my show, it's normally in front of me, and I'm not using that today. So that is the reason.
Okay.
You have a reason. Okay.
I have a reason.
All right, let you.
I thought. No, actually, I'm sure Shah's going to say. I thought it was like.
You do that.
Anyway, yeah, you're right. Yeah, anyway, good stuff. Yeah, I've got a tendency to. There was somebody else, but then they've come out, so I don't know. So anyway, with that said, I'm waiting for Elijah and Mr. Smooth, and that's going to be it because I tried to get others on today, but one can't make it, unfortunately. Another person, there's software problems, and there's another two may or may not join us, so I can't hang around. So anyway, with all of that, let's play the first track, and the first track will be something by a lady called Cloette. Music is Love. Where's that echo coming from? Anyway, take a listen. I'm just going to play about 2 minutes and then give your opinion.
It's in sync with your heartbeat. And as I lay upon your chest, I can feel my own melody. It goes, it goes. You move me, soothing. It's so perfect blend when I let you in, so intimate. And now you hear the sound that I'm putting out. I'm so overwhelmed. You can add a little volume to the mix. It's not a problem, I can handle anything. As we got the right acoustics. Together we make music. I be singing in the dark. Lyrics in my heart. Oh, I'm in love. The freedom of love. Yes, I'm in love. Yes, I'm in love. I be singing in my car. Got music in my heart. I get it for life. I get it for love. The freedom to try. Music of love. There's a special time into the way you speak. Your tone is so hypnotizing. And every time you play, you know it always ends in the right key. It goes, it goes. Move me, you groove me, so soothing. It's a perfect blend when I let you in, so intimate. Hey, yeah. Now you hear the sound that I'm putting down, so overwhelmed. Maybe you can add a little volume to the mix. My mix, not a problem, I can handle it.
Okay, all right. That was, and it sounded not too bad at all. That was Cloette and a track called, what do you call it again? Music is Love. There you go. Yeah. So, ladies first, I guess.
I love this tune. I played this already, so I already knew it as soon as you said the name.
No worries, no worries.
Yeah.
No
Now,
worries.
lyrical content. I love the lyrical content. Everybody can relate to it. It's got a nice beat, and I love her vocals.
Okay.
But it's got something catchy. There's something familiar with, but I can't quite. Maybe you guys can. Like, I think when it gets to the chorus, there's something familiar about the chorus, but I can't quite put my finger on where she's taking it from.
Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, yeah, it does sound familiar, but I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, Mr. Ryder. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's a nice track. I haven't heard it before, to be honest. But I've been away, so I haven't been really searching as much as I should be. Yeah, lyrically it sounds good. Vocally it sounds good. Production, simple production, but it's effective. Sounds good. Sounds alright. Yeah. We like it.
Okay, well, cool. Who's that? Somebody else coming? All right, while I'm doing this, let's do, who's that? Oh, nobody. All right. You see, I'm waiting on, and I'm waiting on Yella. I'm waiting on Elijah. I'm waiting on T Smooth. That's what I'm waiting on. And Billy No Mates. Anyway, it may well be us three, so it might be a shortened show.
That's all right.
It is what it is, you know. But like I said, not unventured. But there will be talks later.
Well, I won't remember one.
No, you won't be. You won't be in that. But there will be talks anyway. Next track is Harley Blue. Something new from her, and it's called Soul Searching. Listen to this one.
The road seems weirdly long. Don't really know where I'm going. The journey never ends. And life just brought you lemons, and more lemons. The lemonade never comes. It never comes. I'm trying to break free from all the fuckery, but I can't see out the trees. I hope the yellow brick road was beneath me all along. Just didn't see.
Still no.
Because I'm so searching for myself. So searching. Because I'm so searching When you travel all alone, even to another time zone, and you're searching for yourself, reaching out for some connection.
Okay, that's something new by Miss Harley Blue, UK Pressure. Something called Soul Searching. All right. Let me bring in, as Mr. Ling would say, none other than, let me bring in Mr. T Smooth. There you go. Can you hear me, Mr. Can you hear me? Oh dear. T Smooth, can you hear me? I take that as a no.
Settings. Still in the settings.
Yeah, stay in settings. All right, then let me take him out in the meantime. All right, then, Chris, you go ahead, sir.
I like the production on this one. It's got a much bigger production than the previous one. Vocally, sounds nice. Yeah, it's a nice track. I do like it. It's got a little buzz to it. I think it's something that I would definitely play anyway. And that's all that matters.
Okay. And there we have it.
I mean, you and I, well, we all know that we can search through hundreds of tunes to find 15, 20.
Very true.
You know what I mean? So, when you come across a track that's got a little feel to it, got something going on, it's got to be played. Simple.
Definitely.
And yourself? Triple?
I want to hear that through my proper headphones because I think that's got a heavy B line on it. Yeah. I couldn't hear it properly through. Do you know what I mean? I want to hear it.
Heavy, as certain people say, mumpy.
No, it's got a much bigger production on that one.
Yeah, the other one I knew, so I kind of knew what because I've already played it. But this one's new to me. But I really want to. I think as soon as we come off of here, I'm going to be searching for that one because I really want to hear it properly.
No, what I'll do when the video or the audio is put up, I will list the tracks that were played. So that people can find them and they could look for them and buy them, etc., etc. Right? Let me see. Yes, he's there now. All right. Let me see him, man. Let me bring in Mr. Smooth. All right, you can hear us now. Hello. So that people can find them and they could look for them.
Oh.
Hello, Mr. Smooth. Can you hear us? Where you gone?
That was a bit magic.
Yeah, for real.
And then he's gone.
Unless that's some green screen business going on there. So. All right. In the meantime, let me do that. Maybe this. Okay. God, I don't know what he's doing. So, my opinion. I've always liked her voice. I have to admit, when I first heard this, I wasn't too keen, but I've listened to it again over the weekend, and actually, it's not too bad. It's all right. I will drop it. And yes, we listen to like good headphones, and the B-line is robust, to say the least.
I'm definitely going to be playing that.
Oh no,
it's definitely going to be on my list. Thank you very much for that.
No worries. Saves
the search this week.
Saves the search. Well, you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, let me drop something called Shine On. I played this on Sunday, but I'm going to put out Lizeth Arenas, I think her name is. Listen to this one. Because we're not on Facebook, because I tried, but for some reason I have to update or redo my Facebook. Not that I'm bothered really, because I wouldn't be surprised if it cuts off.
He opens the blinds, another morning begun.
Yeah, see, straight away, approval. Once the head start nod.
There walks in the sun, and shining stars never too far away. And then there's days that get so phased, feeling oh so blue. Feel I'm missing you. What can you do? may not always show it, but every time we're going out somewhere, your eyes, you smile, your head, the way you look at me playfully, how you carry away so heavy of so many. I feel your shade of blue, and still I'm missing you. What can you do but shine on, shine on?
Okay, you know what? I was enjoying that so much. The 2 minutes went past, and I was like, oh dear. So anyway, but yeah, for me,
That didn't feel like 2 minutes to me.
I know. Well, it's 2 minutes. Trust me, 2 minutes gone plus. So, but yeah, for me, a definite. Yeah, there's. I can't say no more. Again, I will play it. I did play it on Sunday, and I'll play it again for the next month. Easy, easy.
Yeah, definitely. I like that one too. Definitely another one I need to hear in the headphones.
Yeah,
So okay.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
one of the ones I always say, dreamy and creamy. That's the one.
Yeah, you know what?
I like that.
Dreamy, he's got more, you know, but let's not go there anyway. So, anyway, while we're here, let me say hellos to Just Becca on Mixcloud, Miss Melody on Mixcloud, Mr. Sophisticated on Mixcloud as well, and to the one person on YouTube. Thank you. Yeah. And
sophisticated as well, yeah.
and Soul du Jour. Thank you for tuning in, and to all the people who are tuning in but pripping over the fence, you know who you are.
But also, if you're on Mixcloud and you want to put in a comment, put in a comment. Do you know what I mean? Don't
Yes.
worry about that.
True. Yeah, that would be, and YouTube, the one person.
Leave them alone.
No, I'm glad. I'm glad. Thank you. Right, let me try Mr. T Smooth again. Let's see. Mr. Smooth, can you hear us? And it doesn't look it.
Oh my god.
Can you hear us, T Smooth?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you,
Yeah,
yeah.
we can hear you.
I
Can you
can't
hear
hear
us?
you.
You can't hear us? Okay.
1, 2.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
The internet's lagging.
You can't hear us? That's
No, it doesn't look like you can.
that's live something for you. Okay, let's do this in the meantime. Right, yeah. So everybody tuning in, listening in, watching my round face and everybody else's faces. Thank you. Like I said, this is the first one. Hopefully, one of many, but who knows? But yeah, that track there, another definite. Actually, let me get one of these. Where is it? Okay, so that definitely a yes. Right, let me play this track here. Right, so far everything's been nice and dandy. So let me play this one. This one will probably upset the apple cart, but we will see. We will see. Anyway, Groove Association, Living the Good Life, featuring Georgia B. Mr. Radio Face says it all, you know.
Just listen.
All right.
Soul Strutter Selection.
Got my Rolex on and my music playing. Prada, Lorette, Louis Vuitton, designer clothes I'm wearing. Step into this zone. I got my Jimmy Choo shoes on, sipping Dom Perignon. living the good life, living the good life. Ooh, yeah. Living the good life, living the good life. Living the good life, living the good life. I got my table booked at the club, got my name on the list, feeling love. The limo's on its way. It'll be filled with sexy ladies, and we'll be drinking champagne. We're gonna dance the night away.
Soul Strutter Selection.
Okay, let me turn that one. That's anyway. Groove Association, Living the Good Life, and yes, I ripped that from because I wasn't gonna buy it. So that probably says it all from me.
You're not supposed to admit that.
Listen, let me tell you something. I'm gonna say this from now. There's plenty out there do. Yeah, I take tunes from SoundCloud and remixes from SoundCloud already. I'm not gonna go out there and say 85%, if not 90% of my stuff I've bought, but I have got some bits from SoundCloud and other places that I shan't mention. But I'm not lying. But for those who, good luck to them. That's it. But anyway, me personally, it's all right. It's not offensive. It's all right. But I won't be beating it. I won't be playing it. But it is what it is.
With Georgie, he is one of the most consistent artists for bringing out music. And I think played in the right place. It's too fast for me because I'm more of a mid-tempo to slow. But played in the right place, it will go down really well.
Yeah, it's one of those tunes you can sort of salsa to and two-step. It's one of them ones that, as Triple said, in the right place, early warm, whatever the case may be. It's a nice vibe. It's all right. It's not bad.
Okay, well,
It might not fit my show personally, but it's still a tune that can be played. So you're shaking.
I agree with you, Chris.
It don't do nothing for me. It just don't do nothing for me. I'm sorry, but like I said, it's popular. It's number one in certain charts. Yeah. So what do I know? What do we know? Well, what do I know? Because you two, nah. That's why I whipped it from somewhere because my money now I spent on it. Anyway, moving on.
Nice.
Yes.
Be nice.
That is being nice. My money ain't spending in it. Look, it's just like shoes or trainers or anything. If you don't like it, my money ain't spending in it. I don't care how.
That's true.
I don't care how fashionable it is. It's just
That's very true.
Like ripped jeans. No sir. Especially in the wintertime. When I see people pad up themselves with scarf and big coat and they got ripped jeans on, I said, what's the point? I rest my case. Anyway. Right. Anyway, that said, let me say hello to Miss Melody in Mixcloud, Lolly in Mixcloud, VC, how you doing, sir? In Mixcloud, welcome. And Triple C. Anyway, so with that, the next track, UK Pressure, Connor Albert and lady called Lily Agnes, something called Dealbreaker. Listen. Would it be nice if I turned up the volume, innit?
The sun shines bright on you and me. Not a cloud in the sky. And things are going swimmingly. But there's a storm in my mind. I know I look calm and collected. I might seem put together, but the only thing that's stuck in my head is you're finding someone better. I'll cry if you tell me your mindset won't change it with the weather. I'll cry. I don't wanna say a deal breaker. I can't bear to think that you could walk away. I miss all the back later. This goes the wrong way, then I wish I didn't say a deal breaker. my mind. I've got no reason to phone. I call and if by chance I'm declined, I stop as soon at the tone. I don't wanna come and collect it. I might seem put together, but the only thing that's stuck in my head is just wondering if whether tonight will you tell me your mindset on staying for forever tonight. Oh, I don't wanna say a deal breaker. I can't wait to think that you could walk away. I miss all the beat back later.
I always do that to myself. All right, turn off the mic, and I forget to turn it on before the tune's done. Right. Connor Albert, Agnes, somebody. Anyway, something called Dealbreaker. Me personally, yes. It takes a bit to come in, but once it does, I like it. It's nice, man. It's soothing for the soul. So when I do my show, that'll be like in a second part. And but yeah, I like it. So it gets a thumbs up from me, definitely.
It was a slow start. I was kind of thinking, where's this going? But then when the beat came in, it was much better. I'm not really feeling the first part of it, but once the beat comes in, it's really nice. I like it. I liked it after that, so I can probably just about get away with that one.
Fair dues.
It's one of them ones where, I mean, it's about 16 bars before it starts, really. It's quite long. So, yeah, maybe probably fade it in a bit earlier. You know what I mean?
Oh, you mean cue in early?
Cue it in early, do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's a nice tune.
Yeah.
It's one of those, I can take it or leave it, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
But it is a nice tune.
I can work with it.
See what it is, when you think about, obviously, from a DJ's point of view, what you're going to put in your playlist, then you might have this and that, and you think, well, do I need to play that when I can play this? And boom, boom, boom. So it's one of them ones where, as I said, I can take it or leave it.
I think it had the beat come in a lot sooner. But it just took so long, and you're sitting down there waiting for something to happen, and you was wondering if it was going to happen.
You just hitting jingles and stuff before it comes.
Wow! All right, say no more. But that's what I want. I want your honest opinion. All right. Next up.
Can I just go into? Boss Lady says it's nice, but no kick. That kind of sums it up. Do you know what I mean?
A late kick.
Oh.
So, do you know what I mean? Victor VC Clark says it's pleasant. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, mixed reviews on that one.
Oh, I know this ain't talk sport, but Man City won up. Anyway, moving on. Moving on. Oh, let me see. Is that Yellow? Let me see if I can bring him in. Hold on a sec. Or is it too early? Yep, too early. So it's a good thing the camera's facing that way. It's nowhere else. All right. All right. Let me. Right. More UK pressure. Momentary High. A young lady called Taya. Listen to this one.
I smoke away my blues too. I pluck my habits from the root, but it's gonna take some getting used to. And I've been strangers who were angels to me, didn't even know it, and that I'm grateful.
take me there. Just make sure I'm back before my session. Momentary high, 'cause that's the only way else left to go. Yeah, and if you know, you know, you know, it's just a momentary high, 'cause that's the only way else left to go. And if you know, you know, soon enough you'll need something more stable. Wake up with the sunrise through my window. Cool off while we meditate on moves to make. Oh, I need to stay inspired, so I stay off the net. A nature call is my happiness. Flipped it, already seen both sides. I'm done waiting for a sign. Real pleasures I know we can't buy, but never mind, still chasing my momentary high, 'cause that's the only way else left to go. Yeah, and if you know, you know, you know, it's just a momentary high.
Okay, something called Momentary High. Nice. Okay, Mr. Ryder, your opinions, please.
Yeah, definitely one of my kind of tunes in. Love that. Love the beeline, love the production, love the vocals. Yeah, nice. Definitely. It's in the box.
I Triple C.
Yeah, it's definitely one I like as well. I think I've actually played it already, and it's already in next week's show. A good follow-up. Oh God, there's me going knocking everything. A good follow-up to the first track. I like her vocals. I think she's got a bright future.
Yeah,
Definitely
yeah.
talent there.
Very, very much so. Yeah, the last one she had, was it Hennessy?
I couldn't put that one down for dear life.
I was playing that in the.
Big up to Lolly in the chat, you know what I mean?
Oh yes, good evening, ma'am, good evening. And Miss Marvelous in YouTube. Welcome. No, yeah, I didn't get to play it on Sunday, but I will be featuring it next week and the week after and the week after. I mean, her last track, yeah, I was playing it for weeks. The remix, bad. Yeah, that's yeah. So yeah, so this one, oh yeah, without a doubt. So
It's a little slower than the other one, which suits me fine.
yeah, but that's you.
Yeah, it suits me fine.
Exactly, that's you. That's you. So it could have got it really truly. It could have really muck up, really, could it?
No, not really. Well, no, it could have. It could have. I don't like everything.
Yeah, not everything's slow. I understand.
I don't like everything slow.
Okay.
So I can't say that it couldn't, but on this occasion, no, it hasn't.
No,
I can play this one all day long.
It's tough, and I'm wishing that it goes all the way. So it definitely gets one of these.
Definitely.
Right. So with that, and I'm still waiting for Yellow. In the meantime, let me drop. You know what? Let me drop one of these. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna drop one of these. All right. Next one. At that time. Right. Reggie Myricks featuring Michelle Brooks Thompson. Something called Then I Met You. Listen. right, something new by Reggie Marix featuring she can sing, she can wail. A lady called, what's her name? Misha Brooks Thompson. That's the track. Triple C, what do you think?
It's nice.
That's it. Done.
I think it's going to be a grower. I think the more I hear it, I might like it more. I think it's safe. I don't know. I think I just need to hear it a bit more. It's not one that takes me straight away.
Okay, fair enough. Mr. Ryder?
You know what I like about that tune? The vocal arrangement. You can hear that they've put time and effort with the vocal arrangement of that tune. You can hear the background vocals doing things, you hear the lead vocals doing things. You don't hear that too much in tunes nowadays. That's what I like about it. Nice tune. Sounds like a big board production. You know what I mean? Sounds like a lot of work's gone in that. Nice tune.
Okay. Well, I'm going to confess I played it on Sunday. When I first heard it, I wasn't too sure. But when I played it on Sunday and it was played, I was like, this is all right. But she can sing. The voice is just wicked.
Yeah, she can sing. Definitely.
Yeah, the voice is wicked.
Yeah.
So with that, I will play it again. I will play it again. I know that for a fact. So, it's all right. Well, yes.
What I think is, a lot of tunes now, especially kind of the genre that we're in, we tend to go for a lot of these bass heavy, do you know what I mean? And you kind of get away from the subtleties of, vocals, arrangements and stuff like that, what's going on. And that's why I sort of like gravitate to that tune because, as I said, you can hear the production, you can hear the vocal arrangements and everything. And for me, it's great to hear.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, like you said, yes, in this genre, the beefier and the robust, the bass line, the better. But vocals, a nice song. a nice
keeps coming out.
It does, doesn't it? It does. It's a nice track.
It's a nice track.
It's a nice track. Well, it's better than what I said about Georgia B. So let's move on. I know this next track.
Before you go to the next one, just going through the comments again.
Okay, sir.
T Smooth is on the comments. He said that the vocals on this is melodic. Right, brother PJ, blessings, brother PJ. He's saying it was sounding good. Anyway, Victor VC Clark, it's got a late 80s feel, which it has. Do you know what I mean? T Smooth's liking the sax on it, so yeah. It's basically a thumbs up.
Cool. All right, let me see if I can bring in Yellow. Or is he? No, he still ain't there. All right. Right, this next one. Well, for me, I'm gonna say from now it's a no.
I haven't even played it yet.
I know.
Why are you gonna come try to influence my decision on this?
No. Listen, everybody has what they like, what they don't like. I'm just saying from now. When I listen to it, I put it in deliberately because, as you know, when we thought about doing this, and it was mentioned that, I can't have a whole heap of bangers. So I had to go to a place where I know there's tune that I'm not liking, and I picked out some. And unfortunately, this one is. Anyway, listen. Hey, this is high up in certain charts, Remember that. Okay. Don't worry, I ain't gonna play 2 minutes of this.
Keep the hamster on the wheel, got to run just as hard as you can. No end in sight. I'm in it to fight. I just want to see
Somebody's heard enough.
Okay, yeah, that's enough of that. All right, that's Laura Rain and the Caesars. and something called Running in Circles. I you know what? Yeah, anyway. So anyway, I've already said my I've already seen. Okay, done. Chris?
Well, DJ Marvelous says middle of the road for me. T Smooth says why oh why.
Okay.
Victor VC Clark says I've heard enough. Now listen. Give the tune a chance, innit?
You would, wouldn't you?
You know what? Don't bother with that.
With all seriousness, right? No, I wouldn't play it personally.
You would?
It's not. No, I said I
said he
wouldn't.
wouldn't.
Sorry.
It's not my thing. It's not my thing. Right, I wouldn't.
It has its place.
Yeah.
Every tune has its place.
And I know where that should be.
Unfortunately, that tune doesn't have its place with me. But every tune
Not
has
with
its
our
place.
platform.
No,
Not with
I
our
don't.
platform
Definitely do
whatsoever.
not think so.
But like I said, that track is kind of high in certain charts. I'm just saying.
Well, somebody's obviously listening to it
Oh, and buying it too.
Obviously looking
and
at
buying it too.
I'm buying it too.
Yeah, that's fine. But
You know what? To be honest with you, I've heard much worse than that. I wouldn't say it's absolutely awful. But at the end of the day, it's for me. I wouldn't play it personally. But
Okay.
you can hear there's instruments, proper instruments being played, and I've obviously taken the time to put it all together. So I'm not going to rubbish anybody's tune. But personally,
Busy B, he's put Radio 2.
yeah, it probably is a Radio 2 tune.
Just Becca which charts. Anyway,
There you go.
there you have it. You have it. No, it don't do nothing for me.
That's
You
a
don't do
thumbs
nothing.
down, yeah.
Oh, definitely. Okay, right. Up next, Sly Johnson. Something called OK.
Oh.
You know this one already?
Yes, this one. I've been playing this one already.
Okay.
I love this one.
Oh no, yeah. So close to my heart, I just feel that I had in my hands. I remember when you walked through my door, blue dress had made me faint. We jumped in rushing, a dream I was falling. Love got me spinning, merry-go-round. For days I was calling, the stars hoping for you to stay in my life. In the cold of the night, all I need is your light. If you're okay. Okay, your lips take me to the sky, feels just so right. Okay, so far till your voice in the shadow of my misery, staring at you, no other choice but facing my stupidity. Many times I looked in the gram scrolling.
Okay, something called OK by Sly Johnson. All right. Triple C, because you know it and you've played it. Yeah, so obviously it's a thumbs up from you.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Definitely. I can see Chris not moving on that one at all.
No.
I love that track. I think the album's due out in the next few weeks, so I'm really looking forward to hearing what else he's got on that track, because there's very few male artists around at the moment.
If
Huh?
no, you're right. You're right.
So you kind of stopped. So most of my playlist has been females, and I love female artists anyway, but to try and find a good male artist for this year has been so difficult. And he is, when I found this one, it's slow, it's just my cup of tea. I love his vocals, I love the arrangement on it, and it just goes down well every week. I love it.
100% agree. Yeah, very difficult to find good male artists. Well, pushing out good material, put it that way. Yeah, definitely in my playlist. I've actually got this one. So. Yeah,
Oh, okay. All right. Let me. I think my man's ready now.
You fooled me there, Chris. You fooled me there for a minute. You're totally still on it.
If you must know, Real Madrid's good.
Oh, dude.
So is it 1-1 now? 2-1-2. Real Madrid.
That's why my boys were making up noise a minute ago. I just had to mute you because you were about to hear his voice.
But
As we move.
But this ain't Talksport. Anyway,
Okay.
let me bring in Mr. Yeller. Let's see if he's around.
Hey.
Oh, good evening, people.
Oh, sorry. I catch you. You're spooning him out.
Sorry, good evening.
Yes.
Sorry,
Good
I'm
evening, sir.
running late.
No. It's cool. It's cool.
I had the last 2 tracks.
Oh.
Not really my cup of tea, to be honest. The female, it had that 80s old school feel, but I don't know if I really go out to buy it. As for the last one, not really feeling in either. So
Yeah, you got the AC on it.
AC. I think it feels that the laptop just hot in it. Must be.
Oh, okay. No worries. All right. No. It's okay for me. It's okay. I'm not a fan of his voice, but it's okay. But the rhythm's nice. But I'm not a fan of the voice.
You
All
too,
right.
then.
There you go, Drew. You're right. You're absolutely right. Right. Let me. This next track, taken off a compilation, some Korean soul. So I ain't got a word what she's saying, but I do like the rhythm. Listen to this, something called Miracle.
우리 서로 모르잖아 이렇게 가까이 있어도 되는지 모르잖아 우그럼도 모른 채 쑥스럼도 모른 채 여기저기 서로를 잘 다루고 부드러운 입술로 날 다독여줘 우리는 햇빛처럼 빛나고 별처럼 아름다워 우리가 내는 소리 모두가 다 아름답다고들 했어 This touch is a miracle Remember 우리 같이 모두 날 수 있어 다시 같이 baby We met like this again Together 우리 맘은 몰라도 우리의 몸은 서로의 의사를 건네고 그동안 잘 지냈는지 부드러워 우리의 춤추는 손짓은 너무나 슬프고 아름다워 우리는 햇빛처럼 빛나고 별처럼 아름다워 우리가 내는 소리 모두가 다
Okay. A lady called Sumin, a track called Miracle. I believe it's produced by what's that brother name? Devon Morrison. Yes, I think it's it's his production. Yes, it's I like it. I like it. The rhythm.
Two
Yeah.
messages here. So wish I knew what she was saying. This is really good. and I do like this one, and I would love to have an app to translate the lyrics.
She was saying she loves Real Soul Radio Live.
Yeah, that too. You know what I mean? But no, I like it. I like it. It is a shame about the lyrics, but it is what it is.
T Smooth spot Chris, can you do the English refix?
Oh, God.
There you go. There's a job for you.
Yeah.
I like it. I think it's one of those. I probably wouldn't play it every week, but I'd probably pull it out once in a while if I wanted to do something different.
Okay, cool. Mr. Yella.
I'll play it at the beginning of my show just to get the show started. It was alright.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. All right, well, another one is okay.
I like it. I think it's alright.
Yeah, no, I played it on Sunday.
The fact that it's, you know what I mean, obviously it's not in English. Right, for some people might be an issue, but it's a nice, the actual track itself, very nice.
It's bad. Yeah, I like the. Yeah, well.
Watch this space.
Dons of the Lab Part 7. Quick plug. Anyway, all right, so. All right, up next, Sentimental, Sierra Sellers.
Bugging out of my mind, I need something. I don't want your drugs, but what's that substance? Never mind, I was tripping when I stepped into the function. Stopped it, it's nothing. I don't wanna think about it no more. It was all good, it's gone. I poured my heart onto the floor. Still you chose to close the door. I don't wanna get sentimental. Nah, nah, nah. It's you I want. I don't wanna get sentimental. Nah, nah, nah. It's you I want. It's you I don't wanna get sentimental.
You get in your feels when you hearing whatever I write. Spilling out your confessions, I ushered you out of my life. Emotionally, I'm coasting and I can never stop, but I was sentimental while I was bumping some different. See, I was acting like the things you do ain't phased. I kept it cool, but I was going crazy. And I'm driving, crashing on the road to pay me. 'Cause you my one and only lady.
Okay, Sentimental, Sierra Sellers and Wes Will. Opinions, people?
Yeah, I like it. Nice. One of those tunes I'd play definitely in my second hour. It's got a nice little vibe, nice and mellow. Kind of fits, you know, as I said, the second hour, the mid-tempo hour in my show. So it's quite nice. Yeah, it's alright.
Not for me, I'm afraid.
Okay.
I mean, it was a nice tune, but it's just I didn't kind of just gravitate to it for whatever reason. No particulars. There's sometimes you can feel tunes. I just couldn't feel that one. I found it a little bit too samey all the way through. Didn't really change up apart from when you got to the rap. So I like things that was a little. I don't know. It just didn't. I just didn't gravitate towards it.
Well, fair enough. Mr. Yella, you sir.
I think I've got to join Trips on this one. I'm not really feeling her. I may have to pass on that one and I'll leave that track in the inbox. You understand?
Oh, okay. Well, it's okay. It's okay. I will play it. For how long I don't know, but it can get a play. It can get a play. Like you said, you know, the beginning of a show, dropping a couple of tunes as people are coming in into the stream. You know what I mean? And that, yeah.
I mean,
But it's a nice track.
I find that I will play certain tunes that in the first half an hour that I probably wouldn't play generally, but obviously in that period of time when you're just starting the show and stuff like that, things will get through the gate that might not later on.
I never do that.
Oh, I do.
The beginning of my show, I always put stuff that hopefully will keep somebody there, especially if you're uploading it. That's the first thing they hear. So if you put at the beginning of your stuff where you're not sure about that stuff, they're gone before you even got half, especially if you're uploading it.
I might play a tune that, as I said, it's not going to be a bad tune. It just might be something slightly left from what I would normally play, but it wouldn't be a bad tune.
Okay.
I'm more put it like that.
Well, no, I'm being blatantly honest. I like I said, because when you start a show, you know, people are just logging in, tuning in, etc., etc. So I know I don't want to be dropping a boom track at the beginning. No.
No, but
So
you've also got to think about if you upload your show, people hear it from the beginning. They don't hear it 20 minutes in or half an hour in. If you're not starting your show with the track that you believe that people, you know, you can bring them in. I mean, you've got a good audience anyway, so it probably doesn't matter either way. But
I wish.
well, that's the way I see it. That you start off with something good to try and hold them in. It doesn't matter if at the beginning of the show, when you're doing it live, people come in 20 minutes later, because you've got to think about those who are going to be listening to it later on as well. Well, that's the way I see it anyway.
No, valid point. I mean, like, I've been known to play like an instrumental at the beginning, or like I said, something that I wouldn't normally play. Sometimes I play a track that's, you know, experimental. I think it's nice, but not too sure. So I drop it at the beginning, and if people gravitate to it or they say, "Boy, that tune you played such and such," then I might bring it further into the show, into the main body of the show. But
I will start off one place, but if I think that I want a certain song to get, I will bring it to the top.
Right.
Because I know, say that I probably get more people probably listening on Mixcloud than I do on the day. So I want to keep them.
Fair enough.
That's the first tune that they hear. As soon as they hit onto the Mixcloud, that's the first tune they hear. And then the second tune, they're not coming in. They don't have the luxury of saying, right, well, they could do, but I don't think most people do that. We'll go 20 minutes in and then start listening to a show.
No, you're right. They don't, but it's all valid. All valid. It's just, you know, that's how I do it. I can't speak for nobody else. So, Mr. Yeller, you don't done eat yet?
I'm just listening.
You can listen when the fire car go clink, 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 clink. Anyway. All right, next track. Something new by JP Rose. You know this?
No, I didn't realise she had anything out.
Yeah, all right, well, something different. Listen. Something called Keep It Mellow. JP Rose and Sylvia Mazzini. All right, thoughts, people, thoughts. I know my thoughts on this.
Well, there's not much vocal content. Or am I missing something?
No, you're not missing
No,
that.
you're right.
That's what's missing. Yeah, it has to be said.
I'm still waiting for it to come in.
Thank you very much.
But having said that, those instruments and with the arrangements of the track, I really like. If just as an instrumental, I could listen to that.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. It takes a while because you can hear how the production goes, and it's sort of like introducing different elements as it goes along, which is what
It holds your
draws it.
attention, yeah.
Yeah, which draws it, way down into the track before. But yeah, it's nice. It sounds okay. Basic production, but it sounds nice.
Mr. Yeller.
I'm sure I heard a bit of a Marvin Gaye sampling there somewhere. It's just okay, nothing really special. I was like Trips, I was waiting for her to bring in some more vocals because the vocals ain't bad. I was just wanting a little bit more.
How long was that track?
That track is I missed it. I took it out straight away. It's what is it? 3.5 minutes,
Okay, so it's not that long.
Is it like that all the way through?
more or less.
Okay.
More or less.
If you play 2 minutes of it and there's only a minute and a half left, then that kind of concludes
No, that's
where
true.
it's going, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
All
exactly.
right. Silly question.
No. But you know what?
No, but it's nice. Listen, it's nice. For me, it's nice. It's all right. It's one of them tunes.
I do
would
like
play.
the arrangement.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's kind of what would have held me with the tune, because you can hear the different elements, as Chris said, coming in and out, and I like that. I was just looking for more vocal content. That's all.
Likewise, and that's the disappointment. Because some of it. Well, no, actually, I won't say what I was going to say. That I would have liked more vocals, and that's all there is to it. I'd have liked more vocals. That's simple. All right, let me see. We're at the top of the hour. I'm going to play one more, then we're just going to call it a day on all these reviews. So the last track I'm going to play. Yeah, why not? Shailene, a girl called Shailene. Something called More Than Enough.
I wasn't supposed to, but I did. Slipped up in your love, now I'm here. I just need a minute to collect my thoughts, 'cause I don't know where I got lost. I know I gave myself the impression that we had an expensive connection. Couldn't resist, dismissed all your imperfections. You came on to me, I came on to you, and now you're stalling me. Gotta face it, ooh. You mean more to me than I mean to you. More than me, more than you, more than us. More confusion, more delusion, more than enough. Enough is enough, can't keep playing tough. The sex was amazing, but I just can't do us. 'Cause you got me scathing for your love when it ain't even amazing. Saw the red flags, but I just kept on gazing. But I got used to it, lost in the chasing. I thought that you cared. Don't normally feel things, I'm usually scared. Should've known when you could never be there.
Okay, something called More Than Enough. Shailene. Thoughts, ladies and gentlemen, thoughts.
That's a nice track. I like that. It's got a nice little beat to it.
On me next. Didn't really grab me that one, personally. It was just okay, 5 out of 10 for me. You weren't really, yeah, it's one of them ones.
Okay.
Definitely leave it.
Backside 3-1. Yeah, sorry.
Who's got 3?
Real Madrid.
Oh no. Somebody's going to be happy in my house. So.
You missed the yellow.
It didn't tickle me one little bit, sorry. I wouldn't play it even if you gave it to me tomorrow, sorry.
Okay, well, that's you out the Dropbox
It's
then.
one of them ones that's just like,
Sorry, Chris, go ahead.
no, I'm just saying it's one of them ones that it was just average for me. Do you know what I mean?
It's like a Marmite, isn't it? It's either you like it or you can't.
Wait.
Yeah,
It didn't tickle me, so.
Yeah, it's all right. It's not, as I say, it's not offensive. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right, ladies and gents, thank you for participating in the music review. I'd just like to big up. You know what? Just Becca in Mixcloud. If her track, It's You, nice. I like it anyway. So if you haven't got it, check it out and listen to it. And if you like it, buy it. It's that simple. All right.
Because I don't know it.
You don't know it? All right. You know what? Let me drop it for you now. I can do that for you because we got time. So, hold on a second. All right. It's a slowie.
Oh, well, there you go. That's a good start.
It's a good start for you, isn't it? All right, cool. All right, Triple C, have this on me.
Baby, it's you that I wanna have fun with. I wanna spend my time with. Maybe we could go see a movie. Baby, it's you that I wanna be alone with. Touching intensely, hugging and kissing. I wish things were mutual. Like every time you lay your eyes on somebody, I'm that somebody. Baby, it's you. Baby, it's you. Baby, it's you. You and only you. And it's you that I wanna fly out with. Baby, let's save up some money and buy a house with. Baby, it's you that I got my mind on. And it's you and only you that I got eyes for. I wish things were mutual, but you got an appetite for something more. Baby, it's you. Baby, it's you. Baby, it's you. You and only you. Yeah. What will it take you to see?
Okay, a lady called Just Becca. It's you.
Spot on.
What do you think?
Right
I knew.
Right up my street. Right up my street. Love the vocals.
Well,
Love the vocals.
Nice.
I'm going to get that one. It's going to be in next week's show.
you're welcome.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. You're welcome.
There's a few comments in Mixcloud that's basically concurs. Big up to Lady T. She says she likes this one. Yeah, great track. Picked up on release. That was from People Soul. Do you know what I mean? Gonna have to get this. Victor.
What's her name again?
Just Becca.
Yeah, I see her there,
In
man.
the chat.
Yeah, she's in the chat room.
Oh, God, she's following me. I didn't follow her back. Oh, shame. I followed you back now.
Okay.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, Mr. Yella, your thoughts, please.
It was nice. It was okay. I would give it a skin or two. Before I go, because I came in late, I don't know if you lot already picked up PJ, what's his name?
Can't hear you, Yella.
PJ Morton.
Oh yeah, the new album.
Yes. Still Believing. Now that's a proper soul tune.
Okay.
And another up tempo track, because I know you and Chris love on the up tempo tunes. If you remember the old artist Fritzwa, she gave us Bouncing a couple of years ago. She's got a new thing out now. I forgot the title, but just put her name, you'll find it.
I tell you what it is. Send it to us. Yeah, send it to us. Put it in the group, please. Okay.
And then send it to me.
So you're off now, yeah? You're off.
Yeah. I have to go wash up now.
I'm leaving. I'm not even going to bother send that. All right, so well, thank you for passing through.
Thank you, and next occasion I would be fully ready and loaded.
Thank you so much. No, well, you know what? Better late than never.
Very true.
Thanks, peeps.
All right, you take care. Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Right, so for those who didn't hear it, that was Fritzwa Yella was talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
God, that's been a little while then, isn't it? Since she's, or if I missed something. To my knowledge, I don't think she's brought anything out.
You're right.
You're right. Yeah, I don't think I haven't heard anything. No, I haven't heard anything.
Definitely, yeah. Send me it, guys. Don't leave me out of the loop.
Okay, cool. But yeah, the Just Becca, nice. I've been playing it for weeks, and I love it.
I somehow missed that one, so I apologise.
I am shocked. I thought you'd have been a dead cert on that.
I for some reason, I don't know why I didn't. But you do know I have been busy the last couple of weeks. So
you have? I didn't know. You know, people.
I was away, as you know. So
Yeah. True. Yeah.
But you know what? I know it now. That's all that matters.
True. That's all that matters. Yeah. So
you know what they say, Triple. You can't have everything. You know.
Exactly. That's true.
Things are gonna slip under the radar.
Always. I tell people that when people say to me, when I tell people, they ask me about a track and I say, I don't know it. They're like, well, how can you know everything? So it is what it is. But yeah, that was, Just Becca. That's a thumbs up.
That's why you need shows like this.
Yeah, well, you'll be back for the next one. Because like I said, well, you're going to have to be because to make up the numbers. What did you...
I thought this was the one off. Now you're open with your
No.
No, actually,
it's going to be monthly, hopefully.
No, I didn't think I was going to be monthly.
Well, okay. Well, there's
We'll
no.
talk.
But hear that now? Hear that now? We have to talk to them.
This conversation now.
We have to talk for them management. All right, cool. No worries.
I'm a guest.
Yes, you are. Yes. Okay. Well, you can be a featured guest every month. There you go. How's that? And like you said, you get to hear tracks that you didn't know about. So.
Well, I would have been listening anyway. If you asked T Smooth, I did ask him last night about it.
Okay. All right. No worries. Well, either way, you can be a permanent guest, so to speak, if you so wish.
We'll see.
What's the score, Chris? Still 3-1.
Yeah.
Okay.
God, that wasn't.
Yeah.
Well, my bad. No.
I'm not really fussed. Don't get it.
I know.
It's not about football, so you know what I mean.
Well, not
Yeah,
your
because it's
team.
not your team.
There you have it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be on. That's all.
Well, anyway.
So what's next?
So it would have been Mr. Smooth, and he, live events correspondent, and unfortunately, he would have mentioned about yesterday. But since you're here,
So
you can double up 2 for the price of 1. So anyway,
okay.
yeah. See, listen.
Well, I shouts out to Simon P. And Gigs and Big Z. I said something wrong there. Whoops!
I'm glad you know. You sure he's juicy drinking? You sure he's juicy drinking?
Yeah.
All right. Then. Okay.
Yeah, Simon P. Biggs. Awesome show last night. That woman can belt it out a tune. You need to see. You need to see her live. The videos don't really do any justice. She can really belt out a tune. She's an entertainer. I think next time she can probably fill out a bigger venue. I think everybody enjoyed themselves. Finally got to meet her. Absolutely lovely woman. Plus, the only person I didn't get to meet, Quinton Moore was there.
Okay.
And I'm so gutted I didn't get to meet him. Because he kind of like, I didn't realize he was there until Simon said he was there. And then I think afterwards he just disappeared. So I didn't get to meet him. But Blue Soul 10 played about, he's got a new album coming out in June. I can't remember I don't know if T can remember the exact date. But he's got an album coming out in June, very jazzy, played about 4 tracks, or snippets of the tracks, and they definitely worth checking out when it comes out.
Okay. All right. Well, cool. Well, I saw a picture. Did he perform?
No, he was just there. He's not a performer, he's a producer.
No. Sorry, that about Quinton.
No. He is somewhere else. I can't remember where he's at. They did say, but he is over here to perform. But I can't remember the place.
All right, cool.
That I mean, obviously, if I knew I was going to come on here and be, give a review, then I probably would have taken notes.
Oh, yeah, anyway.
Well, T Smooth was put in the chat that he delegates you
Yes.
to be the roving reporter.
Exactly.
Oh, please.
You see that?
You're not getting out of that job, mate.
Well,
Don't be passing the buck.
You know what? Well, I thank you for your contribution. And yeah, by all accounts, everything that I've heard and seen, everybody had a great time. Everybody praised their vocals, and she's a born entertainer, a natural entertainer.
Definitely.
And
the pizza's really nice down there.
Would help, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Would help.
Well, I went to the Jazz Cafe to watch Kanye Doss and Frank McComb. Sorry, Frank McComb. I keep saying that. It's Frank McComb.
Okay.
And I had to send my food back twice.
What, cold?
Cold burger. Give me cold burger. The beef burger was cold.
As my mum always said, fill your belly before you come out here, dear.
Well, but when you sit upstairs,
All right.
you automatically have to pay that £20. So I'm not going to go and waste my £20 now, am I?
Well, from what you're telling me, I'd rather waste my £20 here, because rather that than I have to pump out my belly out of hospital. So.
No, she took it away twice, and on the third time, bring me the chicken.
No, do you know what?
But
That alone,
really nice. Though. I wouldn't do it again.
well, you just cemented it for me. I will sit up there, pay my £20.
No, I said the next time I'm going to have the dessert.
Dessert? Not even bother me with that. I would just pay my £20 and sit up there and have a juice. I can't afford to get food poisoning.
Endorsed Jazz Cafe food, that's for sure.
Oh, for real? Yeah, for real.
So, but apart from that, I'll tell you what, Frank McComb was wicked though.
He's wicked. I've seen him live before, years ago.
Wicked. The man was just going, and the band was just following him. And he could have probably gone for hours and hours and hours. Oh, what's that song?
For me, funny enough, Frank McComb is one of them artists that when I listen to his albums and that, I might only find 1 or 2 tracks at a time, but I know live.
He's a born entertainer when it comes to live.
Than when I listen to his material. It's one of them ones.
Definitely, I agree with you.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. I like I said, I saw him years and years and years and years and years ago, and it's a shame he was with a major label where he got dropped, and he just did the independent thing, and it's working for him, like so many others. It's working for him. He's when I do weddings, he's got a track called "The Wedding Song."
Oh yeah, somebody played it to me the other day.
There you go. There you go. That
Definitely for a wedding.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. But you know, if you're getting married and you play that to your partner, yeah.
I'll definitely go back and see him live. Unfortunately, Kanye Doss was ill. I don't know if she caught food poisoning when she came over here.
Oh, that means she went upstairs to eat first and then anyway. No.
T-Smooth is actually saying that Deborah is there as well.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, so I heard that Deborah Debs is there as well. Yeah, I heard.
I didn't know she was.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't know it was too.
Too easy.
Joe, you're on form tonight, you know.
Sorry, it's too easy.
Trust me.
Oh my. Listen, is that coincidence or what?
I'd say that.
Well, I'm sorry. Look, well, let's just put it out there from now. Disclaimer: whether it's true or not, I'm going to tell the people who's watching and listening, it would be best to fill your belly and go and listen to the show, and then leave and go home and then eat. I'm just saying. All right. All right. With that, all right, then digressing. With that, right, let's talk about a topic that's just come up today. I think me and you discussed it earlier on Triple. The problem with tuning. And yes, it looked like many of us who use tuning app to listen to our favorite stations will have to be using different apps. Because basically tuning have been slapped with lawsuits and etc. Warner Brothers and Sony, I think it was, during the pandemic. But basically, they have come down. They took them to court, and they won their battle. And tuning now, if your internet station and you haven't got a license and you're not paying the artists and what's that thing? Was it
It's
PRS?
PRS and
PRS.
Yeah.
PPL.
Yes. If you haven't got all them things and other things I've heard, then yeah, you can't use it. You can't use it. And I think the tuning is the number one, isn't it? So
Well, it has been for years.
for years, exactly.
For years, they dominated the market as far as internet radio station. And there has others that have come along that haven't quite. But you know what? They're going to take the off spill of.
Is it something that's going to roll out to all the other?
It
platforms that's
could
doing the same
possibly.
thing?
Yes. I think it may well do. I think tuning's probably, they're the biggest one. If they're getting hit, then the smaller ones will definitely have to. Yeah. But then what does it do for stations like us?
Well,
Interesting.
it kind of forces you that at some point you may get away with it for maybe a couple of years. I don't know how long because it's taken 2 years from that law, or two. I don't know, was it 2 or 3 years?
Something like that, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, for all of that to trickle down to us now. So it could take another 2 or 3 years for it to trickle down to the other radio apps.
Yeah.
Who knows? We don't know. But the only way to stop that happening is for the stations to all pay the PPO. And you know what? It's going to roll out into the clubs.
I'm sure that's happened already.
It's not just going to be the radio stations, because all the clubs, owners, and venues should be paying that as well. So there is going to be a point where radio station club owners, they're all going to be paying PPR and PPL, and there's something else for performers, and there's all different ones. But so the artists can get paid or some royalties in some way.
One question here says, hopefully it won't impact streaming apps. Might well do, to be honest.
I can see Spotify and iTunes and them the bigger ones.
I think
they won't be. Nah.
It's not going to affect them. They will probably.
Well,
I have a feeling that they probably may already pay it.
I was going to say, if it's something like Mixcloud, where part of your
Mixcloud already do it. That's why you can go on there and you don't get booted off like Facebook.
Yeah, that's right. So I would imagine that if you don't pay a subscription, then it might be a situation where you're going to have to start paying the subscription for them to offset that cost.
Yeah. Well, in that case, then, are the radio stations? What do they broadcast via their own website and Mixcloud? Is that
still? Yeah, but it's still the same situation. If you're broadcasting from your website, then you're still going to have to pay it.
So then Mixcloud, so Mixcloud only, because I know that's the thing. Because they're paying the subscription, Mixcloud pays the labels. So that's the only option I see for now anyway.
For now.
For now, but yeah, it probably will roll out to others. How quickly, I don't know, but
People are saying PRS also chase retail outlets to purchase the license.
Yeah, you're supposed to have a radio license. Yeah, yeah.
So that just says it all.
They're coming down hot. But you know what? The thing is, all right. I know everybody deserves to eat. I ain't got a problem. I ain't got a problem with that to a degree. But let's not kid ourselves. The music what we're playing, you're not hearing it on commercial radio. You're not. You're definitely not. And so the only people. So basically, all that's going to happen is that we're going to end up being underground again. Because this being on the internet saved people from going up on towers and putting up antenna and all them fart there. So internet. So, but if they're going to come down on us hard like this,
the only people it's going to affect is us, because an artist can only get paid if they sign, like a US artist. They won't see any money.
No.
Because it only affects artists in the UK.
Yeah.
So unless you sign up, there's different ways of. I'm not sure of how it works 100%, but from what I've read, and this was a few years ago, they would have to sign up somewhere in the UK, otherwise they won't see any money. It doesn't matter where they play or how many times we play it, they still won't see any money.
Okay. Okay. Oh, look, weird. Our Jamaican correspondent, Mikey. Weird. Let me see if I can bring him in. Yeah. Hold on a sec. Let me see.
Oh Lord.
Look there. With the t-shirt too. All right, so all right. Let me say it from now.
And I'm supposed to be the guest.
You're a permanent guest. But anyway, our Jamaican correspondent. Good. Where's it? Good afternoon there.
Should be
It's
morning.
afternoon.
Oh, it's afternoon. Oh yeah, it's night.
It's afternoon. It's afternoon.
Yes, sir. So what drew you out?
Oh, Real Madrid losing, Liverpool winning at the thing. Real Madrid losing, so I didn't bother watch the match again. Just come.
All right. Cool.
Truth.
Okay, so have you been listening to the conversation so far?
Kind of know the background.
He was
I don't know
watching
the
the football, Chris.
Yeah, it sounds like it, innit?
It's okay. I know the background.
Okay, so what do you think?
Well, I think that we have a problem with the music industry at the moment because of what they're doing. I didn't hear the tracks. I've got to be honest. I know that that Rastaman over there say he did something. I'm not saying it was bad. I just know he did something and he was putting out some tracks. Didn't hear them, but I do know. My point with all of this is the independent music. They've been drawn back in. No matter what we may say, but the big companies have decided that enough is enough. They're not making no money, and they want money because this is what the game is. No matter we might say we love it, they want money. So that's my point on it, that they would target one of the biggest. Well, TuneIn is one of the biggest streamers when it comes to rock to radio, and they will hit them with it, and we will feel it. Don't know what to say about. That's all I've got to say about that because I know that's what it is. But where I go from is how do we adapt?
Good question.
Well, as I said, I mean, if you're gonna do it from your personal, well, not your personal, but from your website of your platform, whatever that may be, you're gonna have to pay that. That's the first thing you'll have to do to adapt. That's the basic way of adapting. Do you know what I mean? You're gonna have to pay that.
Well, that means stations like this or stations that don't do subs will have to do subs or fundraising or fundraising events, more advertising, etc. But you see that sort of like I know there's the rule of thought, and I'm in that camp to a certain. I don't mind paying subs to a certain degree, but I'm in the rule of thought from of it's my electric, it's my broadband and blah blah. So what am I paying subs for? You know, that kind of flex. But again, if it helps make the station progress or a station progress, then you have to put that to one side and.
But it's food for thought, isn't it?
Think of the bigger picture.
It is food for thought, because at the end of the day, if you want your station to continue, and you're paying, I don't know how much it is.
It won't be no little. It won't be no little.
It won't be no little. And
exactly.
The bigger your station is, the more money. I do know the bigger the station, the more listeners you have, the more money you have to pay.
Correct.
So, you know, I think everybody will have to pull together within their own. Obviously, I'm not on Raw, so I can't speak for Raw, but everybody is going to have to, at some point, probably pull together and decide what is best for each of the stations. You could see stations disappearing,
or joining together and merging.
That's my point.
Merging.
I think that for the stations that have like 12 hours, and let's talk about lifetime, not pre-record, although I'm a pre-record at the moment, but 24/7. If we're going to have a system where it's going to be 24/7, now that means they're going to have to share alike. Not all stations have sufficient presenters to not share. They should have to share to get things rolling. So you are going to have a combination of either they go defunct. The only other way I see it is that DJs can just do their Mixcloud thing and put it up, or put it on Spreaker or whatever, because there are many ways of doing it. But I just think that because of what we had, because in the 90s you had the FM and they were running us down. This is an easier way for them to clamp down on you. It's so easy. Yeah? Because they don't have to come to your place. They just send in their hackers. Bam, you're gone. But what we should do, and this might be a thing that a lot of DJs need to look at, is that we need to now accept that this is what the reality is and adapt to it. So whatever there is that is there, that we need to get together, think now, and think fast and forward to get something done, so that we can continue to do what we do. Whether it is a station joining up with another, whether it's subs, whether it's putting on more shows, or combining to get some money so that they could pay this. Because I remember I was talking to somebody years ago, and what they were saying, because it's more of is it PPL they call it, or the PCR, whatever it is. That thing is expensive.
Yeah.
Right? And that's a major thing that we need to be dealing with. Making money now so that we can pay that. Or we have no chat. You know what I mean? Whether it be garments, whether it be, you know what I mean? Anything that we need to do to make money, or we can't continue. Because to be honest, I was expecting this. It's a free ride. We've been having a free ride for so long. And the music industry, no matter what we may say, yes, the independent people, fine, they adore us. The rest don't, because they don't make money from what we do.
Correct.
You know, and that's what we have to look at. Because this is what they're doing. Tune in, you want to play music, have they got a license? Blah, 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 copyright law, blah. They will twist you up in it.
Okay, so what it will mean basically is that you're going to have a handful of stations that will join with other stations if they can. You're going to have...
If they want to.
If they want to, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
If they want to. Some stations are not going to be able to do the payment business, the bills and stuff like that, so they'll drop off. Simple as that.
I think it's going to be a slow process. I don't think it's something that's going to happen overnight. But that's what it's eventually going to get to.
That's the basic thing that will happen. You'll find that obviously stations will diminish because they can't broadcast, or you get that situation what Mikey mentioned earlier, where people just do it individually on platforms that do, pay
Yeah.
the subs or pay the not the subs, pay the royalties, etc. to the artists, like the mixed clouds and things like that.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I mean,
You can
look,
do it that way, and then obviously you'd be broadcasting under the banner of whatever you represent. But that would be, as I said, an individual thing.
Well, it kind of reminds me, probably going back to the Mixlr days, and that's what a lot of them used to do, and they had their own schedules, and
Right.
before they went on to, which most of them went on to radio after that, so possibly could go back to those sort of days, because Mixcloud gives you that opportunity to do that, but you kind of lose that community spirit of being on a station.
yeah, well, there is that, but the thing is, unfortunately, it's economics. Okay, I mean, the thing is, like right now, well, when I do my shows, I do Mixcloud, and I'm on a app called Clubhouse, and I broadcast on there, and sometimes I can get like 100 plus listeners. I mean, there's people who get like thousands at a time. I mean, but like I said, I've already been doing it for like a couple of months now. But it's an alternative.
But they're going to do the same. They've been talking about
Eventually,
that
yeah,
since day one
eventually,
on Clubhouse. So
yes,
there's
eventually.
going to be time where
Yeah.
you're not going to be able to do that in
More than-
Clubhouse from day one. If you go in some of the rooms there, people have been talking about monetizing it
Yes.
and all that from day one. So, they're just sitting down there working out ways to do these things. So at the moment, and there was a little chatter, I think it was, I can't remember when it was, but I don't think you were playing them, because they were talking about whether it is actually legal to do what you're doing on there.
On Clubhouse.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised.
yeah. So there was. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point, if Clubhouse doesn't come into the mix as well.
You're probably right. I mean, it is essentially like a networking app. When people have their rooms and they chat and they talk and so on. And, people playing music on there definitely secondary, or even wasn't even thought about. But people are doing it, and as you said, there are lots of people in there playing music, and they got their cash app at the top or wherever, or the link, etc., etc. Loads of people doing it. So, but yeah, I suppose if they can jump on and slap down tuning, then Clubhouse, which is relatively new, if the record companies decide to, then I suppose at some point it will happen, because wherever music's playing and they're not getting their cut, or believe they're not getting their cut. But but the funny thing is, what I don't understand is, I hear all these artists complain about Spotify. They're only getting pittance. But they're still on there. The only person who's actually done something is Snoop over at Def Jam. He's pulled literally everything of Def Jam's off of Spotify. I saw something he did the video the other day. He said he's pulled, and he's looking to build his own version. Because he's saying,
Which is what Jay-Z done with Tidal.
with Tidal, exactly. But I don't know how much. I don't know what the percentage is with Tidal. How much the artists get. But again, if it's your music, why are they making more money off of your music than yourself?
Yeah.
So there's
Well,
that.
that's my whole point. What we're talking about, all right, forget about the major artists, because most of us, in what we do, we're not looking for a Warner, or you get what I mean. We're looking for artists that will put out their own tracks. So we're not looking on big labels. So my question here is, all right, you want us to have copyright law, but we're not playing your music. I couldn't tell when last I play a Snoop. I couldn't tell when last I play a Jay-Z or a Beyonce. I don't play them things. So why is it that you're going after independent artists? Because at the end of the day, and this is where we must look at it, although we might feel it as radio stations, the independent artists are going to feel it. They're going to go back to the 90s. It's like a recession for them. Because if you think of it, if we can't play their music, because we can't play it via the radio or whatever, even if we do find a way of playing it, they ain't making no money. who will be making it? It's the big companies. So I just wonder if we could get a singer or an artist who is there, because we're feeling it now, but the repercussions of what is happening is going to affect them financially as well as whatever. You'll have them do what they do. They'll go from town to, especially in America, they'll go from town to town, like what them gravy trains or their road trains that they used to have. That's what they're going to do, because they can't promote their music unless they pay for it to be done. And who are they going to pay? Because it still goes back, going back to the major artists, the major companies.
Well, it's
We'll have to watch this space on that.
watch the space. Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Something that's going to happen overnight, but yeah, it's definitely something they're going to have to keep an eye on.
Yeah, no, without a doubt, but it will affect everybody in some shape or form, and you know, well, down to what, maybe less than 5 years, a lot of these stations won't be around.
Possibility.
Yes, I think you what they've done is that they've targeted one of the biggest, which is tuning,
To make an example,
to make an example. So, as Chris says, watch this space. I don't think it's 5 years. We live in a digital age now.
true,
They will be going.
they can move quick.
They can move very quick if they want to.
I don't think it's. I don't. It may not be 5 years, but I don't think it's going to be this year or even next year. It took a couple of years from the court case for it to trickle down to this, so it could take another couple of years for it to go even further. I just think there's too many little internet apps that are out there that you can use.
Yeah, and as you know, music and this whole thing's been evolving. So
That's true. So if they clamp down on one, somebody will make something else.
That's it.
I also think that the major companies are stupid, because they let us go. It's like you let go of a goat or a cow. Sorry, I'm in Jamaica, so I can say that, right?
You know what you see?
Sorry. Right, you let go of a goat or a cow and he's wild. You can't catch him back in up. He's gone. Yeah, and I just think that they let us go to a point where I think they're silly because they had control of it and they lost control. They will never get it back. One way or the other, there will be people who will do things. I think we need to get some hackers online though. So we can get.
Hey, don't set it on here, though. What's wrong with you? You see, you're definitely Jamaican because
Next minute, sirens outside your door, isn't it?
You see, you bring your yardie talk to the platform.
I never said
I ain't jumping
scammers.
on no plane for you, you know.
I ain't got
I
no bail
never
money.
said
Yeah,
scammers.
I ain't got no bail money for nobody. All
I
right.
never said scammers. I said, and you
said-
can think of it.
It's
It
just
might be futuristic, but we're gonna need people that could code.
What's that? So basically, what's scamming and hackers? Huh?
No, them and they chat to people.
Don't encourage him. Do not encourage him.
Anyway, sir. Anyway, since you're in Jamaica, what's the weather like out there?
Hot.
Thank you.
Well, you are.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's
Don't
fine.
need to know more than that.
No need to work. What's on the menu today, sir, for dinner?
Soup.
Oh, okay.
That was like a big surprise, isn't it? Soup.
No, it's look. What's he wanting to find out if I've got any yam, big dog, or what kind of food? I live on a farm, mate. What's your problem? What you expect?
He goes out to the yard, cut the chicken head off.
You know, he don't do that.
No,
He don't do that. He ain't that brave. He don't do that.
I don't do that because that was years ago. I don't do them things.
Yeah.
I've got my soup on.
You have your what,
That's all
sir?
you need to know.
You have
My
your what, sir?
soup.
Okay.
Soup.
Okay, sir.
You
All right.
want some?
No, I don't eat soup.
So, all right.
soup.
So a question. All right, a question because I know it's.
You got
running
2
down.
seconds.
Oh yeah. He
What
can't.
kind of music did you guys have? What was the music like? The
It
music.
was, the music. Oh, a variation of soul music.
Because you'll have to basically go listen to it after.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to listen to it
It's-
after.
yeah, it was just random tracks that.
Yeah,
you know,
some
we-
good, some some good, some poor, some okay, some mina by, and some were
Oh
wonderful.
my. Oh, okay.
But I will put up the titles later on of what was played, and yeah,
And then I'm going to go and teeth them all and play them on Saturday.
not all of them you won't.
Well, no, not all of them.
No, all of them you won't.
The ones I like.
Go and there, say that. Say that.
Sorry. Then I'm going to go and teeth all the ones I like. And go play them.
I have got something
Here we go.
that
Yes, sir.
I'm
Go
gonna
on.
ask you guys.
Yes.
Right. So I read I was telling Gerald about this. I read
If it's lavish, don't bother with it.
it's not lavish.
Okay,
The guy said something.
that's still lavish.
Is this going to be a
No,
half
no.
an hour conversation?
We've only got
it's
10
2
minutes. We've only got 10.
2 minutes. What, the more you talk, the more I don't talk.
It's less than 10. Go on.
All right. What I was saying, and I'm just asking the panel, what makes a good track for you?
We've got.
It's-
Look. It is now 10:53, and you're gonna come with that question. 10:53. 8 minutes.
Chris, it's a question. They will know why. I just want to know: is it the beats or is it the voice that makes a good track? That's what I'm asking.
Well, me
Your opinion.
from a
Your own
producer,
opinion.
from a producer's point of view, when I produce tracks and all that, vocals play an important part because it has to bring the rhythm to life, basically. So,
Okay.
you know, I could build a instrumental track, and you can have the worst vocals on top of it, and it's not gonna work. So, you know, they both, you know, one hand can't clap. You know what I mean? They both have to work together. Do you understand? So,
I agree.
For me, vocals, as you said, the beat. Obviously, the beat's important, but it's what you do on the beat. You know what I mean? You can build a drum track, and I'm talking about a basic drum track. You haven't put any layers on it or nothing like that. Sometimes you can build a drum track, and just the drum track alone gets you moving before you even put melodies on it. You know, layers, keys, whatever. If your drum track's right to start with, you're halfway there before you even put vocals on it. So there's many elements that can make a good track.
But you can't. The reason why I asked the question is because there are some people in our industry that think it's one or the other, not a combination of both. Or
No, it
you know,
can't be.
look
It
into
can't
it.
be. It can't be.
You see, Mikey, I know you gave me this. You know, you're looking problems. You're looking trouble.
No, but it can't be.
he is. Because he's.
I'm not looking trouble.
Stop. Yeah, but
No, let's take
anyway.
it to the extreme though. If you take it from an extreme point of view, all right, you have a track that is an acapella. Would that be a good track because it's an acapella?
Of course it would.
You can nod, if you nod your head and tap your foot, it's decent. But
What
if
I'm
you put,
saying to you is,
But that's what acapellas are. Do you know what I mean? If it's an acapella, they use their voice to make the music, and you know, their voice is the whole arrangement, isn't it? I'm not technically, and I'm not a producer, but you know, you hear a good acapella and somebody can sing, you don't need the music.
right. So, from that point of view, this is what I'm saying. There's different elements. What I'm saying, it can't be just about music, or it can't be just about a beat. It has to have different elements. You can have an instrumental. You're gonna move to an instrumental. You're gonna move to an acapella. Do you know what I mean? So, what makes a good track? It's a very ambiguous question.
very. But look who asked. But look who did ask.
Whoa.
Well, like I said,
I
you.
didn't ask. I put the question out there because I saw the question on Facebook, and it
and-
seemed like it just seemed like something that I could say to you guys and say, "Well, what do you think?"
But the thing is, people, you know, Joe Blogs who are not, you know, technically minded in music. I mean, I'm not technically minded the way Chris is, but for me, it's just how it makes me feel.
Right. Right. Yeah. You know,
Do you know what I mean? Like, you can only go by on how it makes you feel. What you could. My opinion of what makes a good track is going to be different to everybody else. But at the end of the day, I listen to music, and if I can feel the tune, I like the beat. I love beats, and but I love vocals as well.
I think.
So
No,
everybody's
go on.
different.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to come back to this, and the reason
Definitely.
being, it is now something to 11.
Yeah, 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes.
No, we've got less than 5 minutes. Your clock's slow.
okay.
We've got 3 minutes.
Thank you very much. Tell him. You understand? That's enough time for you to climb up the breadfruit tree and pick one.
It's all right. I'm not a monkey. I'm not a monkey.
I'm not even going to go. Anyway, with that, so let me call it the same our goodbyes. So Triple C, tell the people them what station you're on and when and where they can hear you.
My main station is Flow Radio. You can hear me on a Saturday between midday and 2 p.m. I'm not going to go into the rest. Check my social medias. You'll find out where else. But that is my main. That is my live show. The others are pre-recorded show. But if you want to hear me live, it's Saturday midday to 2 p.m.
Okay,
on Flow Radio.
Okay, see, it's starting now. This is like the 4th or 5th DJ sent me a WhatsApp saying they can be heard now on such and such a app. They're all getting hit and they're all moving like flies. Mr. Ryder, please tell the people what time and where you can be heard.
I'm on Raw Radio Live. You can catch me tomorrow from 11 p.m. generally till 2, depending on work. But I'm generally on from 11 till 2 on a Thursday night. Then Raw Radio Live. Also got Dons of the Lab going on at the moment, which is donsofThelab.com. There's a free EP on there for you to download if you haven't done so already. Absolutely free. And you can watch that space as well for other things going on later down in the year.
Cool. And Mr. Our Jamaican correspondent, Mr. Mikey, please tell the people them your time and what day you're on, etc., please.
The Soul Ride Show, Raw Soul Radio Live on a Saturday, 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. And sometimes, and I have to say, well, I've been sick, I sometimes drop a session with Flow Radio.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, no worries. All right, well, me.
No worries.
No worries. That's a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. More people spreading the love. Spreading the love. That's what I meant. Didn't mean nothing else by it. Okay. You can catch me on a Sunday on Raw Soul. Not every Sunday, most Sundays. Between the hours of 9 and when I'm done. Yeah, when I feel like it. So, and and I am with another station, but I global. I do.
You're not proud of it, man. Look, you're not proud of it.
No, but look here, don't bother.
Don't start no trouble now.
Thank you very much. I'm on global on a monthly basis. But again, I've missed out several months. But anyway, but I'm on global on a Saturday, a monthly show, 9 to 11. But yeah. But anyway, that's us. So anyway, people, let's wrap this up because it's 1 minute past 11. And I'd like to thank everybody who came in. Mikey, thank you for your late contribution. Mr. Ryder, thank you so much. Triple C, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
No worries. Mr. T Smooth and Mr. Yella, thank you. He's usually very liquid now, wash up. And Mr. T Smooth, unfortunately, couldn't make it, but hopefully the next one definitely. And like I said, this is hopefully one of many where we shoot the breeze on music, and we didn't even talk about tech, and which was one of them. But the thing about tuning was just, it had to be. We had to give it time. We had to give it our attention. So that's it. So anyway, this has been Raw Talk. I know some people look at some labrish. That's not it. They saw the title and they said, labrish. No. So anyway, and for those who don't know, it's going to be a Real Madrid Liverpool final.
We know that. I told you.
Well, I'm just repeating it, but this ain't TalkSport. So anyway, this is Raw Talk on Raw Soul Radio Live. Thank you to everybody on Mixcloud, on YouTube, and yeah, hopefully be another one next month. So to everybody, take care, and thank you again for taking part. And
You're welcome.
good night.
Good
No
night.
worries. Good night.
Let's take care.
Good night.
Good night, all. Good night, chat room.
Cheers.
Right.